I took this on the set of a movie that's coming out later this year called Any Day Now, and it's about a gay couple in the 70s who try to adopt a Down syndrome child. And this is Garrett Dillahunt, who plays my partner, my boyfriend in it. So we were doing a scene in a nightclub, and the set of it was in some weird kind of social club. Felt very menacing. It was all these American flags and photographs of astronauts and things about guns.
The real world.
It was like real America. And it was in Los Angeles. It wasn't like, you know, in the middle of up a mountain or up a holler. There was some drag queens in this sequence. And so Garrett came in and we're waiting for them to turn around to the lighting, and he just put this wig on and we did this thing. And I just thought, here's one side of America here, and here's another here, and there's... I just love it. It's kind of weird and pervy.
It's multi-layered and yet it all sort of makes sense about...
What is America? The new America.
Yeah. Sebastian, he's a scooterologist?
Yeah.
What'd you call it?
Scooterist.
A scooterist.
You mean you go on your scooter?
Well, you know.
Is it?
Check these out. These are Polaroids.
This is so hot. Look at these girls.
This was a scooter, a girl scooter club gang.
They look so
called
hot.
The Donne Bellacci.
Look at them.
Fast forward. When I started, you know, photograph things around me, there was a point where I was just really big into scooters. I had accumulated all these pictures and I would post them in the scooter forums, so I was known as like the scooter photographer, and people wanted to be photographed like with their scooters.
This is like scooter porn.
That was an obsession of mine for a while.
It's a scooter porn.
Yeah, it is. I get scooter magazines, and that's what my wife calls it. Oh, your scooter porn came in, and you know.
You know, I'll be upstairs for a while.
With photography, it kind of opens you to a world because you photograph these people, you can connect with them.
I would rather do the things that I want to do and have fun and find new ways to connect with people, which I really think the photography thing's been great for me in that way, than not do it for fear that people would criticize. Part of the reason that you are able to have an exhibition of photograph, or I was anyway, is that you know what I mean, that my name is in the title, and...
Just shut up, you're famous.
Yes, I'm famous.
Okay.
So that obviously helps you. So that, obviously there's an inbuilt potential resentment right there.
Right.
Because it's not just on your own merits.
Exactly.
Even though I do think they're nice photos and people like them and blah, blah, blah. But what can you do? And it's not like people come up and go, how dare you, Alan Cumming, you know, blah, blah, blah.
I noticed about your photographs is it's like your little window into your naughty little secrets here. And you kind of go from the picture of Elizabeth Taylor to, you know, this...
Oh, that's me.
Self-portrait.
Yeah, I do quite a lot, yeah. This is when I was in the L Word. And the only thing I like about self-portraits is when you see a lot of them together and you see how different you look. That's how I like them best. I can actually see what I look like. You know, it's quite a nice way of a record of thinking, and then you go home that night and think, oh, that's who I am. But I quite like this one, because it sort of looks so weird.
I cherish these photographs because, you know, you capture what's around you and what you connect with. And for me, at the moment, my wife is about to have, we're about to have our first child, so...
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, thanks. So these were the first kind of pictures I took of her when she just had a tummy.
Oh, I see.
And she had always asked me to photograph her, and, you know, and I was like, I gotta find the right time. And she was just standing there in a bathroom door. We have a frosted bathroom door. And I said, oh, my God, just don't move. And, you know, it's something kind of like hit, just, you know, and...
Has she seen these?
She hasn't seen any of these, actually.
But she looks fantastic. But I'm intrigued to hear that you don't take photographs of her all the time.
No, I actually don't, and I want to.
It's like the things that you love can be your best subjects.
Exactly.
And you forget that.
Exactly, and I forget that, and I feel like, you know, you want to do something that feels very meaningful to you, and for me, there it was. It's my wife, you know.
Actually, once, you know, I wrote the foreword for a book of nude self-portraits. All these photographers had to do themselves naked. And it was really fascinating, seeing how they represented themselves in that one time when the camera was turned on them. And a couple of them I knew and had worked with, and it was a really fascinating thing how they chose to represent themselves naked. The most surprising thing for me was the ones I actually didn't like. So, because some of them were too, like, oh, here's my cock, and look, here I am, you know, having in some sexual act. And I thought, oh, that's what you want to present, is it? That's this one chance the tables are being turned and you're being photographed naked. And that's what you want to show the world. The ones who were just like, here I am naked, or else having a cup of tea or something. I found those much more interesting. These were both taken in the same evening, actually.
Those were taken the same evening? That was a great night.
Yeah, it was. You know, it was at a party and there was people who was dancing, and this was a sort of an act that was on. It's not as sordid as it looks. But again, you know, I love that. It looks...
It's like an old burlesque picture or something.
And they were kind of doing a sort of a burlesque, a slightly more risque than burlesque act. But this, you know, sometimes you find things afterwards that you didn't really... You know, there's a girl dancing with a spotlight behind her, but in the shadow of her body, there's her. You can see... I didn't realise until much later, and I think when I blew it up bigger, that you can actually see the girl in the shadow. I love that.
Hi, I'm Mark Seliger, and we're here on Capture with Alan Cumming and with Sebastian Kim. Click the subscriber button below if you don't want to miss the new episode of the next shows.
It's right here.
It's only on reserve and only on YouTube. Click now.
Do it.
Click.
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 Click.